Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! If you're here for Black Lives Matter, let's march! Join the march! Join the march! Cut through that field. Fuck it. Get there. They just fucking laying there. Cut through the field, get their asses out the joint. They're not going to get up. Fuck them. They wait on their grass ass. Black Lives Matter! March! Let's go! Get with us and get left behind. Let's stand, bro. Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter! Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter! What do we want? Equality! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do you want? Justice! When do you want it? Now!
So the Black Lives Matter movement is marching towards the West Precinct.
We just had a guy killed in Atlanta. Like I told you, I have an old mind.
We are on our way to the West Precinct, marching through the streets of Seattle.
Say his name. Whose life matters? Black Lives Matter. Whose life matters? Black Lives Matter. What do we want? Justice.
The police
When do we want
are.
it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. When you get shades, boss. Whose life matter? Black Lives Matter. Whose life matter? Black Lives Matter. Check this out, y'all. We're peaceful protesters, right? Yes. So when I say don't shoot, tell them we don't loot. Slow down, let him in. Don't. Slow down. You're more of a critical man. So you don't want to be. And you got a lot of people. But let's just keep the street closed while we get Yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry to disturb you. We just need to do this. Does not matter to me. Don't let it matter to you.
We are outside the zone. We're outside the zone, marching to the West Precinct.
We ready to go? West Precinct. We've all been here for a long, long time. Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter. Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter. Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter. All right, guys, let's keep this up. Let's keep it tight, too. Let me check behind me. When I say shoot, you say don't loot. Don't shoot. Don't loot. Don't shoot. Don't loot. Don't shoot. Don't loot. Don't shoot. Don't loot. Yeah. Right. It'll be a peaceful protest. Hey, keep it peaceful as we walk down here, all right? Whose lives matter? Black Lives Matter. 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 What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Say his name!
We are marching towards the West Precinct Police Station, and we are outside the zone.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Out of your home! Out of your home! Into the streets! 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! 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 Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd!
We're here documenting.
Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Toyin Salau! Say her name! Toyin Salau! Toyin Salau! Toyin Salau! Toyin Salau! Toyin Salau! Shit is happening every week, every fucking day. We need to know the name. I got another idea. If you can hear our voice, contact your police chief. Tell her to pick up her pen and put it to work. Let us go home. Let us go home. We cannot go home until he does what he needs to do. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Out of your home. Into the streets. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter?
It's Santa Claus.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Into the streets. 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 Into the streets.
For all you tuning in, we are going to the West Precinct in Seattle. I believe that's the police station. We're outside the zone, marching down the street. Please share this video if you haven't already. Like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and it helps me get out here and record what's actually happening.
No racist police. Out of your car. Into the streets. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say her name. Breonna Taylor.
So we are outside the zone, marching towards the West Precinct Police Station, but it looks like protesters have stopped right in the middle.
No justice! No peace! 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 No racists! Police! No justice! No peace! No racists! Police! No justice! No peace! No racists! Police! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Out of your car! Into the streets! 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 No justice! No peace! No justice! Police! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! 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 No justice? No peace! No racist? Police! 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 Say his name! George Floyd! 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 Say her name! Breonna Taylor! 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 Say her name!
Sorry, Tyler.
Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Sean Burr! Say his name!
blocking traffic.
Rayshard Brooks, stay in. Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks.
For all you tuning in right now, we are walking to the West Precinct Police Station.
No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Out of your home. In the streets. Out of your home. Into 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 the streets. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. Can I say something real quick? Yes. White allies to the front. White allies to the front. White allies to the front. We are peaceful. We are peaceful. We are peaceful. White allies to the front. White people, you are bodyguards. You understand this? You are getting hit first. No question that. We are peaceful. We're peaceful. No looting. No nothing. White people have to just step up. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 Whose lives matter?
If there's a police officer in this car, let's surround his ass and get real loud. But do not touch the car.
No problem.
White people up front. White people up front.
So for all you tuning in right now, the march is going to the West Precinct Police Department. However, they're going to surround this police car.
Hey, you got the precincts right here.
Oh, maybe not.
Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
No peace. No justice. No peace. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter.
What is surrounding this car?
What?
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
So the protesters are going to try to surround the police car. We are in C.
Up front. White people up front now. It's a one-way street. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter.
police just stood down and left. They could be regrouping, not sure. But we're still marching to the West Precinct. Defund the Federal Reserve too.
We're going this way.
Must be another day. Something has got to be going on.
If you're just tuning in right now, we are on the streets of Seattle. We are marching towards the West Precinct police station.
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Out of your cars!
Into the streets!
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 Defund SPD!
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 No justice!
Police!
No justice!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name!
For those of you tuning in right now, we are on the streets of Seattle, documenting a CHOP from inside the CHOP zone, a Black Lives Matter march, it looks like. And they are marching to the West Precinct police station.
Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
We are live on the streets of Seattle.
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Defund SPD!
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 Bye. Bye. Black Lives Matter.
They're moving their cars and shit. Because they think that we're violent protesters. But we aren't violent protesters. We don't loot. We don't burn. All we want is what we're asking for.
Justice!
These police are tired. So what they should do is they should call in to 911. And when they get them on the line, ask to speak to Carmen Beth. And when you get her on that phone, ask her to do what she needs to do so we can go home.
You may not have any power against us anymore, but you have power inside your own goddamn organization. Because we have seen that. When you've gotten away with murder, when you've gotten away with assault, and I think you motherfuckers did for robbery too. I'm just saying. Are y'all ready to go home?
No.
I'm ready to go home. I want to go home. But I can't go home until Carmen Beth does what she needs to do. It's Carmen Beth that's keeping me out here. Here's an opportunity for a police officer to resolve a conflict without using a gun. All it takes is a swipe of a pen. And if there's people above her that want to punish her for doing the right thing, she ain't got no business working for him any goddamn way. They put her in charge. Let her take charge and do what she needs to do. What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! They're in there looking at us. Because they think that we're violent people. Will the violent people in the crowd please raise your hand? Will the people in the crowd that want to loot please raise your hand? If you feel like starting a fire, please raise your hand.
I want some accountability.
That man said he just wants some accountability. But responsibility, accountability comes with responsibility. These police, their first responsibility, if they want to work for the city of Seattle, is to protect us and serve us.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that for them, because we know some of them are slow. That does not mean protect your bag while you serving us up an apple. That's not what we mean. You see, the significance of this is this. The police officer that beat up my son
Fuck that cop.
worked in this precinct. Bradley Richardson, please come on down.
Bradley Richardson!
You a bitch! Bradley Richardson! Where you at?
Bradley Richardson.
Bradley Richardson! Come out, bitch!
See, when you say no racist police,
No racist police.
you judge for yourself if Bradley Richardson is racist. The night he beat up my son, he told his buddy, he said, I thought I was going to get to shoot one of these black son of a bitches.
Fuck that pig.
Does that make him a police officer or a racist?
A terrorist.
I just want to make sure that I live in the same world as everybody else. I'm just doing a world check. Ignoring these bitch asses back here watching us. This is good news, y'all. This movement is happening right now all over the world. And we have to, as human beings, we have to have a small bit of compassion for them. Even though they've never had any for us. This shit is happening right now. It's new to everybody. Never would they ever have thought that there would be people in other countries fighting for African Americans. If you'd have told them that, they'd have thought you were out of your fucking mind.
I just want to make a little anecdote here. One time, he told you to hold on. He's the black man here. He's the African American. That's what this is about.
So this is new to us. And this is new to them. We're out here because we're trying to get with the times. They need to get out here and get with the times. Step up or get left back. Me, I don't give a fuck whether they fund these motherfuckers or not. That's not why I'm here. I don't care if they like me or not. That is not why I'm here. I don't give a fuck if they don't like my skin color, because that's not why I'm here. All I'm asking you to do is that whatever you do, please stop killing us. Please stop brutalizing us. Please stop targeting us. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Whose life matters?
Black lives matter.
Whose life matters?
Black lives matter.
It's a damn shame that they're all standing in there worried that we came to destroy some shit. These cars were bought by taxpayers. Why should we throw our own money away? Hands up!
Don't shoot.
Hands up!
Don't shoot.
The other one is, we don't move. Hands up!
Don't shoot.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't move.
Hands up!
Don't shoot.
Hands up!
Don't shoot.
Hands up!
Don't shoot.
Loot. Say loot. Oh.
Well, they shoot if we lose. Ain't nothing like a bullet in the ass to start out with that. So,
Did you just call her Karen? Bro,
Carmen Beth.
shut up. Carmen Beth, bring your ass out.
She ain't in there.
I know she not. She right here. She get her lashes done.
Now, let me share
She get her
something with
lashes done.
you. Let me share something with you. There was a black female police officer in New York. show you how they want to hold on to their racism. And there was a black man being arrested, and he was in handcuffs. And a white officer started choking him. So this black female officer yelled at him to stop. And he wouldn't. So she grabbed his arm to pull it from around this man's neck. They fired her. They said that she endangered that officer's life. The man he was choking was in handcuffs. When you fight the police, once you're in handcuffs, the fight is over. You lost that battle. But they'll shoot us with handcuffs. They'll beat us with handcuffs. And we brought out our white friends too, you know. You see, like I told y'all, white people fighting for black people scares the shit out of them. If we'd have been a group of blacks who just showed up here, they wouldn't be standing in there. They would not be standing in there. When they seen all these white folks standing around the corner, they said, I ain't gonna fight all them lawyers. If they ain't lawyers, they probably know lawyers. So is there any of our white families that want something to say? Because I've been talking to these motherfuckers for 3 years. Let me make you understand something. There is nobody within 10 feet of where I'm, 10 miles of where I'm standing, that hates the police. I hate white police. I hate black police. You start painting them motherfuckers green and I hate them too.
It's not just violence that they perpetuate against the community. It is their optional silence, like when 2 men in the past week were lynched in LA. They ruled it suicide. Suicide. By lynching. Hanging in a tree near city property. Okay? So this just happened. Texas, in the past couple months, 2 people lynched in Texas. Okay? None of these crimes have been ruled as crimes, hate crimes, or terrorist level crimes. They've all been ruled suicides. Why? Why? So we need to hold them accountable, not only for when they beat down our brothers and sisters, but when they ignore obvious 100% murder just because someone's colored. That's got to stop.
We're done. We're done. All races, everybody here, we're done dealing with this. Nobody's next getting stepped on again, all right? We're done.
I didn't have a big thing to say or anything. I just wanted to say I hear whatever I can just to give my support to the Black Lives Movement as much as I possibly can. Just to kind of support everybody else and to be a blockade just in case shit goes sour. We appreciate it.
So, my name is Millie, and I'm going to say that because I want us all to put our name on this moment. I'm constantly finding out the ways that I hide my support for Black, brown, and indigenous people around certain companies. We need to be these people around everybody. We can't hold it away from our family. We can't hold it away from our jobs, our bosses, our workplace, our neighborhoods, our buildings. I'm constantly being reminded that I am one person in front of some people, and I am another in front of others. And it's time that skin color stop being the reason that I am a different person. We need to call out, I'm speaking directly to our white allies here, as a white ally. We need to be...
got allies now.
I am an ally until the day that I die in every space that I inhabit. And that is the vow that I take from 9 days ago to now. There have been other rallies I've attended, but I cannot say with confidence that I've always carried this energy in the spaces where we needed it most. I'm here to say that I'm finished with that. In this hour of COVID-19, we have an opportunity to define our future. Let's define it for reasons that we think are right, for reasons that we think we can actually build everybody's future upon, not just ours, not just our past. Ignore the past and take a step forward for good.
I just want to first say thank you to everybody that's here and coming out to support the movement. I want to say thank you to the speaker earlier. Everything that you said was extremely powerful. I don't want to, say too much because I feel like there's people out here with stronger testimony. But what I do want to say is I've had at least one police encounter that I haven't talked to many people about in my life that I knew was wrong and I never exactly knew how to articulate it because I thought I always blamed myself. But here's what I will say. Regardless of, and y'all can be the judge because I don't think what they did was legal. I'm biracial. I talked to my grandma about it. She works for the attorney. She said what those police officers did was wrong. I was in LA. I was living in LA, and I was with a group of friends. We were all black in the car. We got pulled over to the side, and a police officer came to all of our windows. And he first came to the driver's window, and I didn't know why we were getting pulled over. There was no clear explanation. He was talking to him. I didn't exactly hear what their conversation was, but I was just chilling, just waiting it out. As far as I'm concerned, we were doing nothing wrong. I'm sitting in the back seat. A police officer comes to my window and says, "Please step out the car." I'm like, "Well, why do I have to step out the car? I haven't done anything." And he's like, "Please step out the car." And I'm like, "Can I call my attorney?" Because that's something, my grandma worked for Legal Shield, and she said, if you ever are dealing with the police, call your attorney. You have a right to call an attorney if you're being arrested. And he said, "Well, you're not being arrested." And I said, "Okay, well then why do I have to step out the car?" And he said, "Okay, well," and I said, "Well, can I just please talk to my attorney?" He said, "You're not going to need an attorney." So that's when I had to think in my mind. And again, for my life, I've benefited a lot from white privilege, to be honest, especially being biracial and growing up around a lot of white people. So in my life, I haven't even had to recognize my blackness as much as a lot of people in America do. But in that moment, I had to think, okay, should I trust what he's saying and just step out of the car and everything's going to be all good? Or should I continue to try to fight this and then see what happens? I trusted, and I stepped out of the car. And the first thing that he did was say, "Put your hands behind your back." And he put me in handcuffs. Tight as fuck. I've never experienced that in my life. That's the first time I'd ever been handcuffed. It was tight as fuck. He said, "Go stand on that wall and face the wall." I'm like, "For what? Like, you're not even going to tell me what's going on and I'm in handcuffs?" Like, I thought you only got put in handcuffs if you're being arrested. Because I don't know all this stuff. I'm 21 years old. At the time, I was 18 years old. So I walk over to the wall. And I'm standing there for 5 minutes while my friends are being questioned. A police officer comes over to me and questions me, trying to break me, trying to get me to say something. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. So I just kept it as minimal as possible. And I'm standing there just facing the wall with handcuffs behind my back, tight as fuck, like scared that I'm about to go to jail or something. And I'm getting no explanation for what's even going on. Eventually, I was let out of the handcuffs and we were let go. But what I'm saying, with that experience, there was a lot of uncertainty there of what the fuck was going to happen. And what I do know is it was wrong. I should have had a right to call an attorney. I should have been able to reason with someone, a reasonable human being. And that's not what I got, and that's not fucking fair. No matter who you are, that's not fair. And I feel like because we were all black in that car, and because I was black, that had something to do with it. So that's my testimony.
You know, we can leave anytime you guys want. I ain't got nothing to say. No more to say. But here's the thing. Is where we're going back to. Where we're going to march back to. I don't agree with it. What we have to do, we have to remember why we're here. I am only here in hopes that the police killing and brutalizing will stop. That's what this is all about. I'm glad we have this crowd, but we should have more. What we have to do is, if you're gonna dedicate your personal time to doing this, we have to remember why we're here. They are throwing all kinds of distractions in our face. They want to distract us. They want to separate us. My belief, those two African Americans that had been lynched was somebody's way of trying to separate us. And that's sad. But people have died to bring us together. And we need to remember that. And we need to stay together. If they can divide us, they can conquer us. If we stay together, look at them. They're powerless. Like I said, this shit is happening right now. It's new to the whole world. Those people in power are scared. They're confused. They have no fucking clue what to do. I don't really have no clue what to do. So the best thing I can do is remember what brought me here. I don't know what path somebody else is on. But I hope my path leads to no more killing, no more brutality, no more harassing because I'm dark. I ain't dark, I'm light skinned. That's why I'm here. When we get what we want, we need to have the biggest party we can. But let's get something to celebrate about it. Because all the time we've been protesting, 3 people have died. I don't see anything to celebrate. How can I party when people are still dying?
When cops are still not convicted, when they're still out on their jobs.
You know, anybody ever heard of black supremacy? Well, they mean white. when we have a nation of black officers who get up and put on a band and go to work and work around people who are killing their people, to me, that's black supremacy. There's black officers all over this country. They are on the inside. They should have been telling your chiefs and your sergeants that you guys are killing my people. And then you want to invite me to your house for a fucking barbecue. I want you to get married. Let's celebrate your child's birthday. To me, that's black supremacy. And I'm going to say this. Also to me, that's a modern day house nigga. You see, in slavery, the house nigga was the one that lived the best. He ate the best food, he dressed the best. He was accepted by it. Sound to me like them. I cannot sit down and break bread with you and you're killing my people. The other side of that is that we're in a new time. We're in a new day. I'm going to say it over and over again. If we do not see this moment, it's happening all over the world, we may never get it again. Now that they know it's possible, they're not going to let it happen again. I'm glad to know that Donald Trump is scared. Maybe if somebody would have told him that this was going to happen, he might not have ran for president. Because this here, 53 years of my life, I have never had so many non-black people fighting for my people. This shit is new to me. And the reason, even this big, and the reason that I'm so upset when we go up to Capitol Hill, because that's not chop. That's not jazz. That's Capitol Hill. It's because if you look at the number of protesters from that protest that are marching, it's not a lot. They've let those festivities drowned out while they were there. And if you're not here for what this began, I'll say it this way. If you are not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. don't know about y'all, but I want to win one.
Yeah.
I want to win one. And I think what I'm asking for, I don't know what anybody else is asking for, but let me tell you so you understand what I'm asking for. What I'm asking for is Carmen Best to take that contract from the police union. The reason for that is so that when they fuck up and they're fired, they're fired. If I get my ass whooped by the police,
That's fair.
I don't want that motherfucker to be able to come back and whoop my ass again.
Nope.
What I want them to do is show me they care. If you take money from the police department, our children, because of COVID-19, have been out of school, and they are behind. You put that money into the education for our children, because you're not giving them nothing, you're investing. I don't think that's much to ask for. After years and years of police brutality and killing, I don't think that's much to ask for. I got some other stuff, but like I told you, on my mind is old, so I gotta get it when it's there.
Thank you.
My personal experience, about to say something. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? How's this? Better? Yes. Yeah. So, I'm about to say something that's gonna probably make everybody like me less. Both my parents are white, okay? So I grew up most of my life with the particular privilege of believing that I was a white person and understanding what that means. And as a matter of fact, arguing for it, okay? We all need to reflect on our privilege. Imagine how hard it is for me right now. I just accepted my own blackness. And I have to appreciate all the privilege that came with my whiteness. That's what we're all doing. That's what this conversation is. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. And keep sharing. I haven't felt like I could get too involved because I have some personal issues, right, around race. But we all need to deal with that. We all have personal issues around race. Like, race is real. White people, my whole life, were comfortable with that lie. It was only brown people, black people, that ever confronted me with it. Ever. All throughout my life. When I was in 3rd grade, another time in 6th grade, another time in high school, another time I dated a girl when I was 18. When I got married, the lady who did my hair was like, "I'm sorry, honey,
That's not your daddy. That man that's gonna walk you down the aisle today is not your daddy. Just reflect on your privilege. Color is real. Anybody who says they're not seeing it is just lying. That's all. The fight is, this man is right. Like, this is not about me. This is not about, we need to keep fighting. We need to keep pushing. And I just want to acknowledge that.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We appreciate your support. I personally appreciate your support. As my man will tell you, I'm crazy as hell. These motherfuckers made me crazy. They do it to us. You put a 12-year-old in jail repeatedly until the time they're 18. This isn't a system of reform. This is a revolving door we have here. Canada has it right. We have it wrong. Okay? These people are out here looking at us in the revolving door as a paycheck, job security. I'm their fucking job security. Black men are their job security. They don't care about us. They don't care about rehabilitating anybody and helping anybody fit into society. Why is it so hard for a person getting out of prison to get a job if you want them to reform into society? You know what I mean? And I do recognize my white privilege. I got 7-page rap sheet. And if I was a black man, I would be dead or I would be doing a life stretch. And I know that shit. I couldn't get away with this shit fucking if I was a black man. I couldn't get away with half the fucking things I got away with when I got a bad record. You know what I mean? We need a better system. We need to do better for our people now. If people are having problems, we don't need to lock them up in institutions and treat them like shit. We need to get to the root of these problems and help people become productive members of society. And these motherfuckers right here, they ain't trying to do that for us. They want us as their fucking job security.
Let her talk. No, just let her talk. Let her talk.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yes. I need everyone here to understand that we do have demands. We do. They are to defund the SPCD. They are to put that money into black communities. The last one. It's to free all the protesters. We have protesters that are there who have been in this jail for a minute now, and they need to get out. We are peaceful. And on top of that, you were saying we are peaceful, but any type of protesting is protesting. See what happened in Minneapolis? They were fighting. They burnt down their buildings. They made noise, and look what happened. Change happened. We need to make noise, whether we're peaceful or not. They need to understand that we are getting change done. It's happening. So understand the demands and reiterate them to everyone, because these are our demands and we want them done. We want them now. Period. That's it.
So this is my first rally here. My name is Nathan Easley. I don't care about calling my name because I'm fully for the movement. And I just want you guys all to know that once you leave here, if it's today, tomorrow, or the next day, if this problem isn't over, we got to continue this. We can't let it. We can't just hide back in the shadows again. So all of you people that are not of color, please stay strong and stick with the movement. No matter if you're going to Portland, going back to your hometown, we need to stay strong. Every day. Thank you. Every day.
All right, guys, those were all the speakers who just volunteered to speak. We're here at the Seattle Police Department live, and I think we are marching back to the CHOP zone We are outside the CHOP zone right now. The protesters decided to walk to the West Precinct in Seattle. And so I believe we're on our way back now. No police interference whatsoever. There was a little incident over here, but the police ended up taking off. So we're gonna march back with the protesters here. If you haven't already, guys, like this video, share it, get it out to the world. Let them know we're on the streets of Seattle, letting you know what's happening live before the news coverage, the fake news media. No, I wasn't recording you, my bad.
Police! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
So there you go, guys. We're seeing it through my eyes. This is exactly what I'm seeing. And we're gonna try to get maybe a local resident of Chaz to speak, and hopefully we can find maybe an officer to speak with, so we can get both sides, and you guys can have a better understanding out here.
No peace! Police! No peace! Police! In the streets! In the streets!
Should we march in front of my house and say that? It's like 2 blocks away.
Looks like they might be stopping the freeway. We're gonna stick along here. Hey guys, I gotta put my portable charger on. Stay with me. It seems the protesters might be going to shut down the freeway. So we're gonna document that. I'm just hooking up my portable charger here. We're still on the street. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. Alrighty, guys, we are marching to the freeway, I believe, right outside the zone of CHOP.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say her name.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name. justice. No peace. Fuck the police. Yeah.
So you're watching live in Seattle a march to the freeway, I believe.
Out of your home. Into the streets.
We're gonna document.
Into the streets. Out of your home. Into the streets. Out of your car. Into the streets. Out of your clothes. Into the streets. Good job out here, people. Appreciate y'all coming out. Let's just march with them. Let's let them know what we're here for. Let's no justice. No peace. Fuck the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck the police. Defund. Defund. SPD. 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 Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Fuck police.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
Out of your home.
Into the streets.
Out of your court.
Into the streets.
Out of your home.
Into the streets.
Out of your court.
Into the streets. Hey, brother, what do you want to do? Our streets.
They're walking in the middle of traffic right now.
Our streets. 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 Who lives matter? Who lives matter? Black lives matter. Who lives matter? Black lives matter. Citizen. Black lives matter. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Into the streets. 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 Out of your home and into the streets. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. No peace. No peace. No peace.
For all you tuning into the broadcast, we are in Seattle near the CHOP zone, and the protesters are marching towards the freeway right now, and we're going to document and try to save anyone, you know what I'm saying, like, so.
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say his name. Donovan Day.
Tony McDade.
Say his name.
Tony McDade. Tony McDade. Tony McDade.
So we are getting towards the freeway. We're walking onto the freeway. Please share this video if you haven't already, like it, and also please subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so and helps me get out here to record this live for all you.
Black lives matter. Justice. Now. Justice. Now.
We are in Seattle.
Defund SPD.
Getting on to the interstate, it looks like.
No justice! Together! Together! No racist! Police!
So there are no cars coming at this very second. Protesters are moving towards the freeway right now as we speak. So we are standing in the middle of the freeway in Seattle. Protesters have blocked the freeway here. So we're gonna document what happens for everyone's safety. We have a medic vehicle on site. Solid line here in Seattle. People are in a rush over here. For all you tuning in, we are in Seattle, live on the freeway, where protesters from the chop zone are on the freeway. If you haven't already shared this video, we are live on the freeway in Seattle. The cars are starting to pile up over here, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Black Lives Matter!
Into the streets! Into the streets! Into the streets! Into the streets! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! Team 4 SPD! Team 4 SPD!
We are live on the freeway in Seattle, where protesters from the chop zone are on the highway.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
George Floyd!
It sounds like the people are getting very upset over there. I think I hear the cops coming now. We are live on the streets of Seattle. I think I hear cop sirens coming. The traffic is starting to build up. So I believe the protesters are going to stay here for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. If you haven't already, guys, share this video. We are live in the streets of Seattle on the freeway.
Team 4 SPD! Team 4 SPD! No peace! No peace! Justice! No! Justice!
Documenting what's happening. Traffic is starting to build up.
George Floyd! George Floyd! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Team 4 SPD! Team 4 SPD! No peace! Police! No peace! streets! Into your car! Into the streets!
Out of your car!
Into the streets!
Into the streets! Out of your car!
Into the streets! Into the streets! Into the streets!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Justice!
I believe protesters are going to be here for 8 minutes and 46 seconds for the time that George Floyd died.
Justice! Now! What do we want? Justice!
Some car looks like they're turning around on the freeway.
Black Lives Matter!
A car is turning around on the one-way interstate. If you can see that, guys, that's crazy. Going down the wrong way. Holy crap.
Police!
They're probably in a hurry somewhere.
Police! No peace! Police! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
George Floyd! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives
No sign of any police presence whatsoever on the streets of Seattle, on the interstate. Looks like cars are actually turning around out there, and they're going back on the wrong side of the road. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. They're going the opposite way. They're just turning around.
George Floyd! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe!
For all you tuning in right now, we're on the streets of Seattle, on the highway. Cars are turning around on a one-way highway right now. And I'm gonna zoom in for y'all.
Police! No peace!
And we are right outside. We are outside the chop zone, and Black Lives Matter are on the interstate protesting over George Floyd at this very moment. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me get out here and document so you guys can see actually what's happening in real time. Thank y'all for all the people who did get me out here today. Thank you very much. I couldn't do it without you, and you guys are the best. That's why I'm out here. So we're still out here, and there seems to be
Police! Police! Into the streets! Into the streets! Into the streets! Into the streets!
looks like all the cars are turning around.
Black Lives Matter!
This is a one-way intersection, one-way interstate, I mean, and they're turning around, so. And this is the line of the protesters.
I can't breathe! George Floyd!
Seattle in the background.
George Floyd! I can't breathe! SPD!
Looks like the cops have just arrived, guys, and this is why you don't rely on the cops for problems, because look how long, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone's house is being broke into, you'd want to pick up possibly a firearm to defend yourself instead of waiting the 20 minutes. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So the police are coming, and it looks like the protesters are moving away.
Black Lives Matter!
Looks like the
Black Lives Matter!
The protesters are on the move. The cops did arrive. We're gonna follow the protesters back to CHOP. For all you tuning in right now, we are in Seattle. We just got off the interstate highway, and we are, I believe, on our way back to CHOP, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. So stay tuned.
Yo, can we march through the
down to this precinct.
What'd you say? Can we march through the field?
What you guys want to do? You want to go back? Or you want to go to the precinct and wait for the rest?
So the protesters are deciding if they want to go to another precinct or if they want to head back to CHOP. So stay tuned.
I need to rest these old ladies.
You want to stop by my house? It's like a block away, bro. You want to stop by? Got some paper?
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Out of your car.
In the streets.
Out of your home.
In the streets.
Out of your home.
In the streets.
Out of your car.
In the streets.
Out of your car.
In the streets.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
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 Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
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 Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
Not sure what he's saying.
Defund SPD.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter. Justice. Now. Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD.
You are live with the protesters from CHOP, marching through the streets of Seattle live. Thank you all for tuning into this broadcast. Appreciate your support. We have the police showing up right over here. For all you tuning in right now, we are in Seattle, in the middle of the street. I believe we're on our way back to the CHOP, and we're just gonna follow the protesters back to the CHOP area. It's a possibility we could be going somewhere else, so I'm gonna keep the live broadcast going. Appreciate y'all tuning in and watching what's happening here live today in Seattle. Tacos for the people. I believe we're on our way back to the CHOP.
Black Lives Matter! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist!
SPD! What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want it? Now! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
All right, guys, we are on our way back to the CHOP, and looks like something's going on over here. Hold on.
Defund SPD! 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 What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! Whose streets? Our streets! 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 No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! 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 Say his name! George Floyd! 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 Say her name! Breonna Taylor! 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 All right, guys, everybody keep moving away. We're moving. Keep it tight.
Just keep it. Yep.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Out of your cars. Into the streets. Out of your homes. Into the streets. Out of your cars. Into the streets. Out of your home. Into the streets. Out of your car. Into the streets. Out of your home. Into the streets. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say her name. Breonna Taylor. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police.
We are now entering the CHOP zone momentarily.
Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter?
So every day at 6 o'clock, that leads to the West Precinct Police Department, and I guess they're trying to keep that a tradition around here at CHOP.
Black lives matter. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Defund SPD.
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD.
Defund SPD!
Defund SPD.
Black lives matter!
seems as if a lot of the protesters are in the field instead of the street from earlier before. We are now entering the CHOP zone. Oh, they parked a school bus right here. We are now entering the CHOP zone. So we are now in the CHOP, guys.
Justice! Guys, wait, guys. Now! Let's go!
Don't just sit and watch! You should have been there in the first place!
So we're gonna leave the people screaming on the microphone for a sec. Oh, actually, they're walking with us. Not sure which way they're gonna go. They can either go left or right. Oh, they're gonna go straight.
Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Our streets! 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 Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black trans matter! Black trans matter! Black trans matter! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Justice!
Nobody make a plea. I'm done.
We stayed for 8 minutes and 46 seconds to honor George Floyd.
We just went to the West Precinct. There was a lot that was said, some powerful words, and we was all focused on the cause. We marched down there. It was a smaller group than some of the days that we've seen, but we went and we marched. We could be tired, we could be giving out, and even though it was a small group, we was together, we was chanting together, we was being loud,
She did everything that we got. We were heard. We were heard. On the outside, we had cars stopping other cars. We had cars stopping police officers. We had people chanting with us and stepping out of their cars and into the street. But we were very successful. I just want to make some noise for that. Coming down the left shoulder, coming at us right about 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Sure enough, all those cars started moving over that left shoulder. Ain't nobody get through. We make us leave, and that's about it. Yes! I did not plan on changing anything to plan on having this way.
Don't be shy.
Can you hear me? We were down at that police station. We were calling out common back. How many here know who Mike Solon is? Anybody know who that is? Raise your hand. Mike Solon is the head of the SPOG, the Seattle Police Officers Guild. That is the police union. And that is your fucking enemy. Fuck it. The police unions are the problem. Okay? Corbin Best made a declaration and fucking jerking that day that no tear gas for 30 days. And what did they do? Who's here? They tear gas us that night. You know why they did that? They did that to say, fuck you to Durkin and Best. You don't have control over us, so we're going to do what we want. The Seattle Police Department is not under control of this shit. And that's why the unions and the police must be broken down. These fuckers, taken down. Something else has to be put in their place. Remember that.
Don't forget about confidential informants. That is police slavery. They arrest people for stupid shit, and to avoid jail, they go out there and do police corruption. And they steal from people, and they rob, and they sell drugs under police protection, and that is just as bad as what the cops are doing. That's real.
I want to try something with y'all. I think this is all motivated to just bring it into us, but I just want to do this real quick. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Stand up for the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Guys, it's so amazing to be out here with so many people with like-minded intentions, so much love I feel in the air. And the fact that we got onto that freeway, and we stopped it, and it was the big group, big loud volume. Give a round of applause for yourself.
I'm debating if I should speak about some auditing things here, so
I live in Shelton.
but it looks like a lot of the protesters from CHOP they let everyone speak peacefully. I'm trying not to talk over this person.
And, you know, for as much as I can be up here, I want to be, and I want to say thank you so much.
Hi everyone, guys. So right now, we don't have enough people. We're trying to get more people to come. We're going to start in a little bit, on like 30 minutes. We're going to be on 11th and Pine. We're going to have another march. We're going to go to the west intersection. From there, we will march over to the highway, which has been closed off right now for us.
So apparently the highway is closed off right now.
Public comment, so if that's something you're comfortable with, sign up. But tomorrow morning, can we go? Be there? So, there's no physical place. They are taking public comment via phone, but contact us.
So protesters are saying that in 30 minutes they're going to walk to another police precinct and also again to the interstate on the highway. So stay tuned for that. Oh, it's going to be in 10 minutes.
Get your water, 10 to 15 minutes, let's fix it. Doing it again, we're doing it the right way. Marching there. 11th and Pine.
11th and Pine, marching to East Street, go West Street.
So anybody who is an LGBT fan or a supporter or who is part of our community, say yes. Thank you. So Black Lives Matter is not about LGBT at all at this point. It's just about people being respected the way they should. And our community, more of anybody's community, should know how it feels to be disrespected because it's every single day. It's constant. Nobody cares about our community, but nobody cares about their community too. So you guys are right with us, and I just want to say, like, from the LGBT community, I am so sorry if we have ever done anything to be negative, because we have. We've done it. Thank you for going down. But you guys realize, like, we are all part of this same community as just humans. It doesn't matter how we look. It doesn't matter our weight. It doesn't matter if we're femme or masked or black or white or Asian or anything. It doesn't matter. We are one people. And just remember that, please. Because it's been so long since I have even seen that.
For those of you tuning in, we are in the CHOP zone currently.
Just come out and just be a proper community and just be an example.
By the way, shout outs to Auditing America, shout outs to Demand the Truth.
When it's like to feel like when we're, you know, treated bad, I just want to see like our community, please, gay community, come out and support all of us. Because it doesn't matter what skin tone here, it doesn't matter what race we are, it doesn't matter what eye color we are, it doesn't fucking matter.
Thank you guys for coming out though, showing love. Like, we all appreciate it. You know?
It's tough to hear this guy, but he's saying thank you for coming out today. Much love.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 Guys, for showing up, I swear to God, like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate each one, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Thanks for showing love. I swear, I understand. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. What we want? Justice. When we want it? Now. What we want? Justice. When we want it? Now. Like I said, please speak up. Come. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy, please. Please speak up. Come on. Anybody? Hey, yeah. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Tina, and thank you for allowing me to speak and be a part of. We're here to elevate Black voices, and sometimes, you know, and I'm Korean, and it's hard for me to know my place in terms of how I can be supportive. And I've been out here as a medic with my partner over here, and we realized that there's been another greater need. So at 9 p.m. on the baseball field and on home plate, we're going to be creating a 12-step anonymous meeting for those of us in need. Because I realize that especially during this time, you don't even have to be an addict. This will be an open meeting, but it's highly emotional, highly draining. And a lot of us, this will be my first in-person meeting in over 100 days. So there are plenty of us out here, and there are a lot of people who've been, frankly, drinking and making it, you know, Coachella out here. And I'm just gonna be real with you. A lot of those people might need it. So I'm gonna fuck them up with my sign a little bit, but yeah, it's 9 p.m. So I'll march with you guys as long as possible. We'll head out over there, set up. We won't have coffee, but we will have recovery.
She's just she's saying that for the people who come here to drink and party, it's not for that, is what she was trying to say.
How many views you got?
Right now, I'm live right now. I have about 170.
How many days has this been going on? Do you know?
Probably about a week now.
It's about a week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the days, man.
Our own community, other than Moya, Salah, killed by raped by people that are part of our movement. There have been 2 killings in the past few days. And I was assuming there's probably going to come today, and there will be one over here. And if that doesn't light a fire under your ass, there's coming out every fucking day, and I don't know what will.
Every goddamn day. Bring it up, guys. Get some more voices. You got to raise your hand? Yeah, please.
Sorry.
No,
the name of our meeting is actually the Fuck 12 Step meeting, but it's to the police and not the steps.
Anyone got one more?
Right.
Everybody is one. Thank you for being here. I do recognize that it is getting dark kind of soon, so the sooner we do line up, I think 11 is fine, probably better. People will start recognizing that a march is happening. We can keep having these speeches down there, that's fantastic, that's perfect, but lining up will look good. We're going to head down to 11 time, we're going to get ready for the march.
There's many other journalists and activists and what have you here as well. Looks like a march is going to be taking place, and so we're just going to get ready for the march, head down to the police precinct or the highway. So let's stay tuned for that. Looks like people are beginning to make their descent towards the march. So you're getting a live look of what CHOP or Chaz looks like in Seattle.
Seriously.
I think they got some basketball actually down there.
That's where I was before we all started marching.
I think they're going to do another protest to the police precinct and then to the highway.
That's why I
So,
was like, are we gonna go again? Because we should do it now.
hey, do you have anything to say to the world real quick? I'm live. No? All right, I just figured I'd ask.
I'll do this.
Oh, he's got the moves. He's got the moves, guys. He's got the moves out here.
It's true.
But all right, guys. So
But we did march,
we did.
and we're supporting the movement, and we're gonna continue doing so.
Against police brutality.
The cops choose to lay down their arms and be arms and arms with everyone.
Already, but I'm short of manpower. So we really need a few more bodies to help us. It's a 30-foot symbol of Black Lives Matter as a statue of our success in taking over of this zone for charity. We want to put it up so the whole world can see it. I got
Hey, brother man.
Hey, brother man. Some more able bodies to help us. You aboard? You aboard?
Yeah.
Oh no, are y'all doing a march? We're not doing a march. We got a statue, a symbol of Black Lives Matter on this. So, if y'all doing a march, we trying to put up this symbol of the Black Lives Matter that I hear some people built for us. It's 30 foot high, it's huge. I got like 30 people, but I need some more able bodies. We got the ropes, we got the horses, we got the professionals over there. But it's heavy. And we got like 30 people. It's right beside the premises. We're ready to go. It's painted. It's huge. It's a symbol of our achievement. And I had the people build this.
They just put these concrete things in this morning.
And I was so
So they have, food stations set up, starting to set up. They have a lot of different attire from the day to the night. It seems like they're switching tents out and things like that. But so the nightlife must be different in CHOP than it is during the day.
If somebody can help us, it would so be very appreciated. And everybody can see it. I mean, it's like when you come here.
Yes, this is my first time here at the CHOP zone.
It's a representation of what we accomplished, and they put a lot of work in it. It's right over here where the fountain is. Right over here where that fountain is at. We got it all laid out. It's built, it's laid out. But we need to get it from there.
Oh, this gentleman, I don't know if you can hear him, but he's saying there's a giant statue of some sort, symbol for Black Lives Matter, and he needs some people to help him to move it to this area, right in this area here.
Are you guys ready? Yes! With us. All right, let's make it happen. All right, we're like for a little bit, so everybody can keep up.
Hey, actually, here.
Yes, we're going back. We walk through the field so that people on the field.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Are we able? I think the people will be back in the symbol, but right now we need to make sure that we are being disruptive. We are making sure that the city knows that we still care. We're making sure that this is not just a block party. We are here to make change.
Exactly. Let the people speak. Keep up your voice.
Now this brother has this beautiful idea. Let's congregate here, move through the field, see if we can't get as many people with us as possible. please. We'll meet on the other side of that barricade, go down Pine, take a right on 9th to get to the West Precinct. Those of you who cannot go down these stairs, we'll meet you on the other side of those barricades, all right? Too many instructions?
All day, every day, 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 all day, every day.
So I believe we're going to start marching very shortly here. Back to the West Precinct Police Department, I believe, with a lot more people this time. So we're going to follow the protesters and see which precinct they go to and if they're going to go back to the interstate on the highway.
Hey, march with us. March with us. March with us. Work with us.
Cool guys. We got a minute for you guys today.
Have a lot of independent journalists and activists and reporters and auditors. Everyone's kind of out here as well. So right now we're walking through the field in Seattle where they're going to try to grab as many protesters as possible to join them in their march to the West Police Precinct in Seattle. So I believe we're on our way there, and then after that is the Interstate Highway.
Actually, that's like a community meeting.
Thank you all that are tuning into this broadcast. We are in Seattle live on our way to the police precinct, the west end of it. For all of you that are continuing from start to finish watching this broadcast, I salute you. I know I look like a jungle man, but there you go.
What do we want? Justice!
Protesters are leaving the CHOP zone right now, and they are heading towards the police precinct.
Man, I go out my house and feel uncomfortable standing on my porch. Exactly. Come on, man. Exactly. Listen, Black Lives Matter. Let's do this, man. We're going to the West Precinct. We can't let up now. Hold on. They think we're comfortable. No, I'm waiting, bro. They think, oh, hey, we came to the East Precinct. Now we're just going to let them get comfortable. And then come back in there and get it back. Fuck that. I'm done being comfortable. Everybody should have been done being comfortable after the second or third day of this shit. We done turned it. I'm walking up the street said, this is not gonna tell them. Well, shit, I can't fucking tell. We got people over here making profits off a movie that people damn near lost their lives for, and we're just all comfortable with that? No, I'm not comfortable. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable, bro. I'm hella uncomfortable. It kind of makes me upset to see things like this, but it's okay though, because we're gonna put pressure on them. Because they're sitting back comfortable right now, bro. They're just chilling. No, they're up here, we're here, we're good. We're out their way, they're out our way, whatever. Fuck all that. Let's look in their faces. Yeah. Let's look in their faces, man. Look in their goddamn faces, man. Go, we ain't done yet. Let's just move on. We ain't done yet.
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
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 Black lives matter.
Come on, guys, join!
March with us! 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 March with us!
All right, we're going. We're going to the West Precinct Police Station in Seattle. We are leaving the chop zone at this very moment.
Our streets! 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 Our streets!
There has been absolutely zero police presence at all with blocking the highway. There was at the very end there, but that took a long time. That took over 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up! Don't shoot!
We're walking. For all you tuning in, we're going to the West Police Precinct in Seattle. A lot more protesters than the last time we were there. So it'll be interesting to see how the police respond. If you haven't already, share this broadcast. We are live. Like it, subscribe. It's free to do so. We're out here. Let's get it.
Hey, these South Seattle still hella uncomfortable. So let's go make these guys uncomfortable. Yeah! We should be the only ones uncomfortable. Fuck, we live here. Yeah! They're supposed to protect us. So let's go make them do their job. Yeah! 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 Woo!
I just need to ask.
The energy with this crowd is a lot more intense than the energy with the last crowd. Keep in mind, guys. Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, hey, hold on. Hey, quiet. Keep it down real quick. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, guys. Go ahead. Hey, I appreciate all you guys coming out today and doing this with me and, you know, my fellow black people, you know. We appreciate all you guys, what you guys do. And I appreciate all how we're keeping together like this and we're staying together. That's the most important part. This is how we accomplish.
I was trying not to get you into
together. There is no one over the other. There can't be. That's why we're here now. That's the reason we're here now. We have to do this together as a cohesive unit. That's the only way we're gonna see change. That's the only way we got this. That's the only way we got the bill cash yesterday because we did this shit together. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter.
all of you tuning in, we are walking towards the West Police Precinct, I believe, in Seattle, where they are going to have a protest right outside the headquarters of the police station of the department there. So stay tuned. We're following the protesters there, and we're gonna see what happens. Document everything.
I'm jealous. No, thank you. I appreciate it though.
It's always Bob Marley time, my friend.
Yeah, it is.
Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! Justice!
Seattle skyscrapers right there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Allen Report, please do so. It's free to do. It helps me get out here so you guys can see what's happening. It's gonna be interesting right here at this intersection if we're just gonna keep going with these cars.
I really like his energy if I'm going to give personal commentary.
Walk with us! Walk with us! Walk with us! Walk with us! Walk with us!
He's trying to gas up the movement.
Walk with us! Woo! Let's get it! That's what I'm talking about! No peace! 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 No peace!
We're almost to the police station. Tons of more protesters than last time. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens because I don't think the protesters have a bullhorn this time. So it'll just be interesting to see how this folds out.
Paints the picture of gentrification.
Or they're going to the highway. I don't think the police is that way. I'm not sure.
Black who they made us the first U.S. history to ban chemical weapons and chokeholds all at one time. We lead by example from here. We are the example. Listen, this is how it starts. We can't let them get comfortable. Okay, yeah, they're comfortable right now too, whatever. We're good. Feel me? Nothing gets arrested. We got some rest. We got it all out of our system. Now back to business. This is what we do. Every day, back to business.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day. Every day. All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
We are way outside the chop zone at this point. No sign of police whatsoever. No state police, no local police, nothing. These are the people's streets, and they're making it known. We are, for all you tuning in right now, we are live in Seattle, where protesters from the chop zone, mainly Black Lives Matter, are marching towards either the police precinct or the highway. So stay tuned.
Slow down a little bit, guys. Slow down. Hey, let's get together. As soon as we get to this corner, it's going to be right there on the corner across the street. Together, guys. Together, that's how we do this. I'm going to keep saying it. I know you get tired of hearing it. But together is the only way we're going to do this, guys. So let's go over there together and give them hell. What do you say? Yeah! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets?
Sorry.
Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
Tons of activists and journalists and reporters and auditors and everything in between out here documenting alongside myself and other other people who are out here documenting. Everything seems to be peaceful at this moment. The sun is starting to set out here on the West Coast. This is also the second protest march. I believe it's to a different, oh no, it's the same one. We just went a different route. And the police, the Seattle Police Department is right here. So we arrived. There's no police. Sorry, buddy.
Black Lives Matter! Whose lives matter? 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 Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
So we are at the West Police Department District Precinct in Seattle.
Black Lives Matter! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
Hey, yo, listen up. Young hell of a who makes this water? Listen, it don't seem like there's a lot of us going to make it, but we are. Yeah, dark ass shit watching us. They hear us. They hear us. The more we put pressure on them every day, the more of us will show up. We can't let up, bro. Up there, it's just way too comfortable. It's lovely. I love it. I love the idea of being together. But now is not the time to get comfortable, bro. Bike patrols, whatever, but this is us. We stay over here, property. They can't do shit to us. They can't make us go no goddamn where. This is us right here.
Spread the word. Spread the word.
This is where we're going.
Post on social where we are going to be here. We'll be here
every day.
All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day.
I'm not a leader. Listen. I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued or I'm not a leader. I'm
I don't want to be none of that. I'm not that guy. I'm not. I'm seriously not. I swear to you, I'm the quietest person you know, but I'm just a black motherfucker that lives in one of these black communities that's tired of the bullshit. That's it. I don't have all the answers. I don't got all the answers. You know what I'm saying?
I got something to say.
I
think, like you guys said earlier, the best way we're going to do this is if we all do it together.
We are.
We're doing it together. Together. Effort. And I think we're doing a great job so far. I'm sorry, this is my second day on Capitol Hill.
Oh, you're good, man. You're here. That's all that matters. You're tired. That means you're here. You're tired because you're here.
I can say this, though. I'm here to stay. So we get the job done.
We all know this is how we get the done. It's together. This is how we all accomplish what we want. We got change yesterday. That's a good interview. To know that we are the only U.S. city to do that shit.
Exactly.
That means we're serious.
We are here.
We're not living. We here.
All day, every day.
We can't get comfortable. Because I still walk out of my house and I'm still uncomfortable. I'm sure they think twice now, but that's just now. That don't help me a year from now. That'll help me 6 months from now because they ain't gonna think twice then if we quit and give up. We keep pressure on their ass every day, though. They gonna hear us and we gonna get some real change around this motherfucker. Every day.
All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day.
Real quick.
Hey, my brother.
Hey, in a minute, we're going to be getting ready to head towards the freeway.
What about if anybody else got something to say, man? What about the people?
We need a mic.
Let's give a minute, man.
Anybody got a mic?
Hey, come up here, Steve. Come up here. Come on. So you can be heard, bro.
Come on here.
That's what we need, more black voices. I need black voices. All these black voices out here to speak up.
So raise your hands if somebody got something to say. ASAP.
Go. Come up here. All these black voices out here, let's be heard.
What you gotta say,
We got the black voice, let's be heard.
Come on.
That's all you got to say.
That's all I got to say. Black lives matter.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. Anybody got anything fresh? Please.
Go ahead. Is this black, brown, indigenous? Black, brown, indigenous, you part of our community?
As a Native American, I understand what it's been like. Your land stolen from you. My land was stolen from me and built off the back of your ancestors. And so I don't understand your whole struggle, but I get it somewhat. And I will keep on marching with you every single day. Because I feel you, I get you, and I respect you, and I'll keep on listening. And I'll keep on learning. Because as an American, I kind of get it, but not all the way. And so, but as the Americans, as we had on Chop Chaz the other night, we had indigenous people come out and have their prayer circle and all that. Just phenomenal. But let us know that indigenous people stand with you guys, and we'll keep on marching with you guys, and we'll have your back till we get justice.
I got something to say off that if everybody's cool with it. Everybody cool? Yeah. All right, 10-4. Sorry the military jargon. I got a poem I wrote when I was 19. It's real precedent to what we're dealing with right now. It's called What is Black? And I'm sorry for the white people here. My mother's white, brown hair, blue eyes, so it's no offense. But you gotta listen. What is black? Why is white better? I'm hoping for some answers while I lay here writing this letter, dear whomever. Dares to listen, dares to see that some old white man has deluded the minds of you and me. Why is white better? How come white sounds so much like that word, right? If that is right, that white is right, that must mean that black is left. Well, that doesn't rhyme. It's okay, we'll come back to that another time. Society, blacks equal crime, but back to white. Maybe their word is fight, or you could connect it to fight for the right to be white. Now that's not right, matter of fact, that's whack. No, really, that's just simply being black. But why is white better? Why is white pure and black evil? Black is so dark and cold, but white is light, white is bright. Get this black man out of my sight. He makes me depressed, he makes me sad. What was he raised without a dad? I want a white from a stable home, not a black raised all alone. Many blacks trying to get decent jobs know exactly what I mean. An attitude change comes when a black man is on the scene. You wonder why we sell drugs and become menace and thugs? Because America did not embrace the black people with hugs. But we are stereotyped this way, from the white, from the right. In chess, white move first, black is second. In life it is the same, I have reckoned. Whites ran out the Navy from their own land in Columbus stand. Now that was gangster, that was thug. But on Columbus Day, America embraces Christopher with a hug. So that's real America, American menace, American thug. In the ways they have tried to pass down to people like you and me. But we are not American, no, not me. I am African, and that is free. Free from American sin, free from lies. We no longer have to cry or fight for the right to be white, for we are black, and that is exactly what American society lacks. True freedom like you and me. Now I'm gonna want to be black, tanning to stay dark. What's up with that? Matter of fact, back to the question, why is white better? As I look at these pages, black ink is on top of this white paper where I write this letter. I don't mean that black is better, but why does white have to be right? Yes, sir.
That's some true shit right there. We're gonna do this peacefully. We are not gonna let the media distort this and make it something it's not. We're gonna do peacefully, goddammit. And that's how we're gonna stay. Yes, sir. The media got too many ideas now. They're already distorting. They're already blaming us for the murder rate and all this shit. We break the law, we break the law, but we're scared, they're anarchists. We're not gonna act like that. We're gonna be peaceful and solve that. Not everybody is asshole here to tear shit up.
They want that. They want us to do something.
We don't, listen, we start tearing shit up, we stop being heard. We're here to be heard. Hey, if you're not here, do what's right, and fuck shit up, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here now. We don't need that kind of stuff. We're trying to make this shit the right way, not the wrong way. My break shit is not the way. That's not the way. Black Lives Matter, right? Yes. Let's do what's right, not put them in danger. And we gotta save black lives for them to matter. Period.
Wow. There goes my boy.
Go ahead, bro. We just, just don't make it nothing.
What you gotta say, Scott? Speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
I grew up a fucking screw up. On these streets. On these streets. I've taken everybody everywhere. Everybody everywhere. I know you got me. Of course. Speak up.
That's from the Bay Area, folks.
Hey, listen. That's the white guy telling you a black guy got him and he got him the same way.
Beautiful. That's love.
That's beautiful.
Love.
That's love.
Sir. What?
Like,
hey,
one
love.
One love. One love. One love.
One love. One love. One love. One love.
Let's get him. Let's get back at these guys. Let's do this.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
So a quick wrap up, guys. We had some. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you mind just being like this close to me? Yeah. Absolutely. There you are. Not a problem. Yeah, no, it's not a problem. So a lot of the protesters, guys, wanted to speak their mind on current issues and feelings, and now they are voicing their voices towards the Seattle Police Department West Precinct.
Let's shut down the fucking freeway.
Let's go to the freeway real quick.
Let's shut down the fucking freeway.
We're not comfortable yet. We're not comfortable, bro. We need you to be uncomfortable too.
Hey, it's not enough. This ain't enough right now. We need more. We need
more.
We need more. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
No. We go to their door on their property. Yeah. So they can do whatever the fuck they want at that point. We stay over here.
Freeway.
All right, so look, check this out, right?
Hey,
I'm from Chicago, man. I just got back 2 weeks ago. All these people are living on Facebook Live, right? No disrespect to nobody here, but I see everybody here inside the office said each other, right?
Yeah.
So how long are we going to be standing there marching and stuff and not doing nothing? Hold up. Respect. Hold on, hear me out real quick. Our ancestors marched for so long, right? All right, so they marched. Time to take it to the next level. Hold on. We were able to vote, right? We can do this peacefully still. We can be at their doorstep still, because they brought it to our doorstep first. Exactly. Right? So everybody's tired of the bullshit, right? So what they're trying to do is play a cat and mouse game. It's called a wait out. If that don't, stop, that's good. What day? What day's better than today? It's peaceful. What day? To the multitude. Hold on. To the multitude. If y'all can do this, inform this many people, bring the multitude, because that's the only way your voice is going to be heard. Bring the hearts, guys. Let Chicago preach. Hey, yo. Down. We're finished. Bang the wood. Bang the wood. And give it back. Chicago. Hey,
Chicago! Let me say one thing. Chicago. We need the people, Chicago. We don't got enough troops for that.
Hey. Keep doing this. Don't take that foot off their fucking throat. Keep the pressure on. The government, all of them. Because I got news flash for you. Any government in any city, they see everybody walk around the world. They're not going to give us what we want. So if we stop, we let them win. They're not giving us what we want.
Chicago.
They're not on our team. They're not standing for it.
We gotta be ready now. We gotta be ready. We gotta be ready.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
You defend property. We defend people. 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 You defend property. We defend people.
Headlines like matters.
Hey, look.
So, like I can.
I agree with my friend here. I agree with my friend. Defund the police. You got the stage. You got the stage. Listen, man, he's right.
We're not having an argument. This guy has the stage. This guy has the stage.
I think I'm here so much and I'm really sad.
On 12. This guy has it. This guy has it. So listen, one day.
We can scream and yell
If you don't understand
At some point, this is like you're going to go off. Which I think is a beautiful thing.
Peaceful protest. That's the king over setting. Never done
Sounds like protesters are talking about. Hold on. Actually, we do own that.
We're working out.
This is pretty amazing what's unfolding in front of our eyes.
Hey, what channel are you from, dude?
I'm independent.
Oh, you're independent? Nice. What's your,
I just go around asking people their dreams.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
We look silly. Okay? We're arguing amongst ourselves. We're talking about peace and justice. We don't fucking got it amongst ourselves. The shit is crooked. Okay? In the Bible, I don't care if you believe in it or not. I can see the king. When he goes to battle, he doesn't fucking, excuse my language, but he doesn't, he sees his enemy first before he attacks. That's what we got to do. We're too small right now. We need people spread out
all the way down the street. So President Donald Trump is calling in the troopers on it. Now, so fuck Donald Trump. We know people here have momentum yet. It's a good energy, it's a good vibe, but we're not there yet.
All day.
So with that saying, you guys think we all start going?
So it looks like we're going to the highway right now, guys. So stay tuned.
Anyone else to talk to be able to talk?
Let's have
She ain't here for no clout. She ain't here for no clout. She's here for the cause.
I agree. 100%.
Bro, they don't want to come. Why you want to go?
Fuck the police. Let's go back to the fucking door.
Anyways, like, it's not
Fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Hi, excuse me.
Sorry.
Respect people. That's a good thing.
People that see us leaving to go back and half the people left. No, I need to go back. I'm here every day. I don't know what nobody else is. I'm here every day. Right here. Every day, right here. Every day.
You still have more people than the first protest that went out there today, so keep that in mind. You have more people right now than the first group that went out, so keep that in mind.
Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? 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 Black lives matter.
I believe that guy. I don't think he's
Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter.
I don't care about the political shit or not. I'm here because Black lives matter. And I want them to live long lives. That's why I'm here. I appreciate the love and the support. Just come here to Seattle.
You know about August 28th in D.C.? You know the martial arts thing? Dude, if you can, get money, get people to show up. D.C., the capital. You know what I'm talking about? That's where the march was. Dr. King had his march in 1960. Now it's time to do it again.
Is that better?
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
So that's what I care about. Black lives in Seattle. That's what I care about. I care about
You got courage, man. And you got courage. You're a good man.
Right, so we're out here. I'm saying Burke, one who killed John T. Williams, who works for Edmonton Police Department. We're not here. I don't know how to work that.
Oh wow.
I did hear that people
Oh wow, that's fucking crazy,
I don't
man.
know, like I said, I don't know how factual that is.
Yeah.
But I did hear it.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm here in Seattle Justice.
Woo!
Seattle Justice, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. I'm out from Boston to come document this. What do you have to say to the world from the people back on the New England side of the country, the East Coast? What do you have to say to them right now? From Boston, New York, Rhode Island.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you guys. Keep fighting, because this ain't gonna change. So, as we all know, Donald Trump just signed an executive order banning chokeholds across the U.S., right? With the exception, as if officer's license danger. Their lives been in danger this whole time. That's why we're here doing this now. See, but that's why you have to fight for your city first before you start fighting for the world.
Exactly.
Because that federal law that Donald Trump just signed, banning chokeholds, does not do anything. It left them a loophole still. You can't use chokeholds unless your life is in danger. Aren't their lives always in danger? That's why Seattle became one of the first U.S. cities to ban chokeholds and the use of chemical weapons. Because you have to do this shit locally before the feds are going to have this much effect on your city and your state and your local stuff. Fight for your city first. Fight where you're at first. Fight for your home first. Fight where you live first. then fight for the world. The world will follow you, I promise you. The world is gonna follow you, I promise. But fight for your home first. Fight for where you live first.
Hell yeah, man. I know you're a local of the area, sir?
I'm a local.
Hell
I
yeah.
grew up here in Seattle.
Hell yeah. And just another quick question for you. What are your likes and dislikes right now about the CHOP zone?
I love what they're doing, Russell. I love it. I hope in 10 years that gardening is still there going and people are still caring about that area. And I hope they do change that police station into a community center. But here's the thing. It seems a little too comfortable up there for me. It feels like home. And I'm still black in Seattle. Yeah, we got 2 bills passed, but that doesn't really change too much from me being black in Seattle. So I still can get killed and they still want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They still can kill me right now and they still want to go to jail. So I just feel like I love what they're doing up there. I love it, completely love it.
Yep.
I can't say anything bad about it. I just don't like how comfortable people seem to be.
It's turning into like a party mode.
Yeah, and then on the ground it says this is not Coachella. Well, I can't tell. This
Although
is not a festival.
I did see some positives in there. They started some mental health,
and that's what I'm saying.
clinics. They started planting a garden.
Right. That's
so
what I
it's
said.
evolving, and it's
that's what I said. I hope
growing
in 10 years,
pains, and it's going to be beautiful.
That's what I said. I hope in 10 years, I hope all that is still there.
Tomorrow, listen, go to the circle
I'm already
at
doing it.
6:30. All right, you could. I was there today. I'm from New York. I'm leaving. I just came for a few days.
Right.
I'm
Like
a
I said,
filmmaker.
I definitely believe in what's going on up there. I definitely believe it. But now you're starting to see, you do need some professionals in there to help a little bit.
Yeah, to guide it.
You do need some professionals to guide these people. So let's get that there.
Well, no, what they're doing is they're asking people who are there to come up with ideas and share opinions and do it based on a vote, which that's a democracy.
And you're right.
That's beautiful. And that's just taking place. So tomorrow at 6:30,
right,
at the park. Right. I mean,
At CHOP.
At CHOP.
Yeah.
You should go.
Yeah.
Because
like I said, I just
I
want.
left that shit. I was there. I felt compelled. I was like filming. Like, this is important. This is important. I'm like, fuck that. I came here for Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I got to be a part of this before I go. And I appreciate what you had to say. So I'm doing a doc.
Yeah, man. Like I said, CHOP is gonna go.
All streets.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I believe in that movement up here.
Yeah.
I believe in it wholeheartedly. It's just don't be comfortable. Don't forget why we're still doing this. So,
Don't forget while we're out here, yeah.
There's still a lot of work that needs to be done to really affect change here in Seattle.
What do you think's the root? A root of racism? Root of
racism is taught. You're not born racist. It's systematic. It's happened since the U.S. was formed. The U.S. was built on the backs of African people, black people, indigenous people.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think about the Seattle State Police Chief saying she wants to retake CHOP? Do you think coming with police force and damaging all the hard work you guys put in would ruin?
Yeah.
Would make things worse?
Listen, it's gonna make things worse because listen, you're going in there and you're taking something, you're destroying something that's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. The things they offer in there is actually good.
Yeah.
I really, like I said, I have nothing bad to say about CHOP. I just don't like how comfortable it feels.
Sure.
Because we shouldn't be comfortable right now. Because we still haven't accomplished everything we really want to accomplish.
You should get up there and speak tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a rally tomorrow in Cal Anderson Park at 4:30. I'll be there speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome, man.
Like I said, bro, like I told you, I'm not a leader. I don't want to be that guy.
Sometimes
the movement needs.
Sometimes the universe will just push you, man. Sometimes.
You're great today, brother. What's it like to those who will never know being black, being born black?
Listen, it's a struggle every day. Every day I wake up thinking, listen, you know, I've been in situations to where something could happen to me, and we show up, go in the house, they're okay.
They went this way.
He could have did something to me. I could be the one hurt. And yet, here come these white officers asking this guy if he's okay. Not knowing he's the one who did something to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like being black, because if I was a white person, I would never have these issues. I wouldn't have the issue of waking up thinking about getting shot or waking up thinking about, damn, am I going to be profiled today or stopped today or sent to jail today for whatever?
Yeah.
You know? I'm definitely a victim of the harassment, man, for sure.
Hell yeah, man. And I'm an auditor, and I stand up for people's rights on the street. I challenge cops on law. And you know what? The next time you get pulled over or stopped, the only words that come out of your mouth are, am I being detained or am I free to go? And if he detains you, you say, what crime have I committed, officers? Because a lot of these officers are policy officers, not law enforcement. Because if they were law enforcement, we wouldn't be here today. They'd be respecting yourself, myself, and everyone in between.
Exactly. That's why we're here now, because they don't respect it. They don't care.
Exactly.
A lot of them got to meet quotas to raise money and write tickets. And lock people up for stupid shit, put them in the system, ruin their lives. And perpetuate the economic systematical pressure of the minority population. And this country was built on slaves and stolen from the Native Americans.
Right.
Shit.
Keep on this in here.
I got a question for you, bro. I ask people what's their dream. What's your dream?
All right, guys, we are walking to the interstate in Seattle right now. For all you still like watching this broadcast, I love you, and I hope you roll a Bob Marley up for me or do whatever you like to do when watching these. But we're on our way. We're in Seattle right now, live. We're talking with some locals. We're asking him some questions on CHOP and the police and what have you. We're currently on our way to the highway where protesters want to block the interstate. Not sure for how long. It could be 8 minutes and 40-something seconds, 46 seconds for George Floyd, or it could be for however long they want. But anyway, we're here in Seattle. Show the Jungle Man some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. It's free to do so. Helps me get me out here. And I love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. And let's get to it.
I got Martin and Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I'm on some Martin shit. Martin Luther King stuff, peacefully. But however, I do got some Malcolm in me too. And as long as they don't turn into Malcolm, I won't turn into Malcolm. As long as they're on some Martin stuff, I'll be on some Martin stuff. Peaceful and cool. The second you get on that Malcolm X stuff, we're gonna get on it with you. Seriously. Yeah, Blaine. We're gonna get on that Malcolm X with you.
Sometimes you gotta worry about people that infiltrate the movement and actually purposely do that to.
That's why you push those people out and you keep them out.
And you do it smart today. Let me give you some advice. If you see anybody that's doing that kind of stuff, you gotta take that as a red flag and figure out if they're just angry or if they're there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
If they're there for the wrong reasons,
that's why when I started seeing it going a little left, I just was kind of like, oh yeah, I don't know about that, bro. We got to go on a little left now. We come up here. Well, listen, man, I'm for the movement.
Oh shit.
It'll be alright.
they're gonna wait for us. We're protesting.
Yeah. Damn straight we are.
You guys coming to join the brigade? Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
So, documenting from inside the protest here, on our way to the interstate in Seattle. Another question for you, boss man. So through the internet, there's supposedly, I guess, thousands of bikers on their way to CHOP in Seattle, and they want to retake it for U.S. territory. What would that mean for all the local people here in Seattle?
I mean, good luck. Good luck. I mean, it's not like they're up there creating a...
If they're not here, they don't deserve to be here.
Yep.
If they were here to... It's not like CHOP is an anarchy zone where buildings are being burnt down and everything's just being built. It's a community.
Yeah.
They're chilling, they're minding their business, they're living.
Yeah.
And they're sustaining right now. They're trying to show people that they can be a community on their own. And I respect the hell out of them.
Hell yeah.
So, like I said, good luck. I think they're going to give it up easily.
Yeah, I don't think so either. No, I agree. It's one thing if you come in the name of peace.
Yeah, it's real.
You know what I'm saying?
And you come in the name of
war.
Other things,
Yeah.
You can mess with other things.
Exactly.
Like I said, we can do this the Martin way, we can do this the Malcolm way. I'm not turning no more cheeks. I'm tired.
I feel you.
I'm not turning my cheeks. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. I'm a different generation than my ancestors.
Hell yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna be peaceful, and I definitely respect what the ancestors did with different generations.
Yep.
We gonna be peaceful until you make us not.
Exactly. Yes.
So just come peacefully and talk.
Yeah.
Everybody can be heard. You can talk. You gotta try to strong arm nobody. Ain't no
Yeah.
better to be a strong arm.
Exactly.
You're gonna be peaceful violence. What?
Exactly. Because if you fight force with force, the only thing that will win is a greater force, and you're
More
gonna.
violence.
Exactly.
You can't, what is it? You can't try out hate with hate.
Exactly.
Only love
Yes.
can do that.
Actually, love is the only thing on earth that can turn an enemy into a friend. It's the most powerful thing.
Love.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. One love, one love. And that's what I'm saying, man. That's the only way we get this accomplished all together. That's what I said. You can't try to have black supremacy over white supremacy. Because history's bound to repeat itself.
They want that. The powers that be want that fucking fighting.
But here's the thing, though. If you replace black supremacy with white supremacy, history's bound to repeat itself, right? So that means 400 years from now, or however long from now, we're going to have another uprising to get rid of the black supremacy.
Oh, yes.
And when we just had it, we're having one right now to get rid of white supremacy. Only way this works, and we all get our fair share, is if we do it together, equally. We have to do this equally together.
How do we get that? How do we do that?
Listen, we all gotta be on one accord. I get people have different motives and reasons for being here. That's totally cool. But I feel like if you live in Seattle and you're here in Seattle, whether you're from here or not, if you live here, come fight for Seattle. Come fight for where you live. It's not where you're from, it's where you at. You know what I'm saying? You from New York, you from Boston, but you guys are here in Seattle, documenting Seattle shit.
Yes, sir.
You guys could be in your own state doing that.
Oh, we
There's
were.
a lot of it going on. But
Oh,
I'm
yes.
saying you still could be though.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're here in Seattle doing this. So if you live here in Seattle, stand up for home first. Let's defend home. That's the only way we're gonna change it. We have to stay together and defend our home. Because we all live here. We gotta defend this shit.
It's powerful words, man. Hey, thank you.
No problem, buddy.
A quick recap. We're here in the middle of the street in Seattle. Let's see what this.
For us?
Keep on fighting, keep on marching because it's God's work. Don't stop doing what you're
Real talk. No, for real, I'm being dead ass serious. Like, no bullshit. Like,
Oh no.
I love all of you.
One love.
Whether you like me or not, I love you. Yeah, come This shows you that Seattle started and you ready to stand up and get this shit right. Let's keep doing it. No, we tired of that bullshit, but we ain't tired of giving them hands. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. Yeah. We trying to make you tired of our shit. I think we got a lot of shit. Hey, real
I
shit.
would like to say that I would like to say that unarmed black women are also dying as well.
Right.
So, white people, whatever color you are, protect black women.
I got your back, don't trip. I'm black, but I got your back.
Black women matter too. Please protect black women.
Protection! Protect black women!
Protect black women!
I say no more. Let's keep pushing this way. We're gonna do a lot of complaints. Going this way, that we're a little bit fast. So slow down just a little bit, alright?
Yeah. Alrighty, let's do this.
Let's push forward.
Little people keep up. Protect black women!
Protect black women!
Protect black women! Protect black women! Protect black women! Protect black women! Protect black women!
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the skyscraper they have a heart that says BLM on it on the skyscraper.
Protect black women! 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 Protect black
It just sounds so much better than when guys do it, huh, guys?
I'm operating 3 cameras at the same time right now, so I'm not really able to see a lot of your comments or questions. And I'm just kind of holding the live stream.
Asian shit. Hey, my name you in there. Black, white, don't matter.
I hope you're not just lazy as the sky or the ground, or my fingers over the lens.
Together. Thanks to all you guys.
Thanks to all you guys. Thank you. Good job. I love all of you guys.
Let's keep this going. Stay together and keep it going. Let's go.
Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 I see you, mama! Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Walk with us! 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 Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! 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 Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Say her name! 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 Say her
This guy's working up a sweat right now. It's tough walking backwards, guys. In the middle of the street in Seattle. I think we're still on our way to the highway. Not entirely sure.
We made it. Spread the word. We might do a little bit earlier tomorrow. We might do same time tomorrow. Same time. Every day. All day. We'll meet at the park. We'll meet at the park. We'll meet right there in the second 2 round. 11 to 5. Right there. Yeah. 7 o'clock. Every day.
All day. Every day. Right after the assembly. Tell them about the assembly. Every day. All day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. All day. Every 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 day. All day. All day. Every 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 day. All day. Together. One body. Together, guys. Together. Let's do this shit. Look at them. They must be real inconvenienced right now. That's the message we're sending. Woo! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter.
Those of you that are still watching the broadcast, thank you very much. But we are in the middle of the street of East Pine Street and Broadway. We're on our. It looks like we're on our way back to the Chop.
No Nazis, no USA.
So they never went to the interstate, but we are here back at the Chop. The sun's starting to go down, so I don't know if it'll be a different type of crowd at night or if it'll remain peaceful. Hopefully it will remain peaceful. There's been talks about peace throughout the entire day. So I believe being here, it's gonna be peaceful. So now we're back in the chop zone, guys. So we're back here at the chop. It's not as crowded here. I'll show you. It's not as crowded as it was earlier, but there's still a good amount of people here. All right, guys, listen up. I'm going to end this live broadcast. I'm here live in the chop. I'm going to remain here for some time in case things escalate or maybe I find a really cool person to interview or what have you. But things seem to be peaceful here at the chop in Seattle. Thank you all for tuning into this broadcast. I know it was a long one, but there were so many good clips and parts in this broadcast, man. It's incredible. But thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me out. It helps you out. And at the end of the day, in some cases, it helps the world out. So thank you all for tuning in. This is the Allen Report signing off. See you next time.